All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome to episode 21 of our Hard Times Hog Farm Gameplay Series. I am the Ultra Farmer. In today's episode, we have a pile of work to do. We've got a bunch of wheat fields that need to be planted. We're also going to have to get into planting our canola fields. That's going to require a lot of field work, getting fertilizer down, getting the tractors out there with the implements, potentially getting some fields rolled. And then we also have to do something with our pigs. We're going to be selling off another good portion of our pigs and kind of moving on to the next stage in this Hard Times Hog Farm. So let's get right into it. Let's get into episode 21. Okay, so there's a couple things I want to do off the beginning here. First, I want to show you this wicked cool header rack that I got set up. I'm just going to pull around and get this slurry dumping into the production facility, and then I'll go show you that thing because it's really cool. This is what I was going to do last episode, and I told you that I would show you something sweet. And this thing's pretty cool. Now here, I'm going to use super strength a little bit just so I don't got to go pull a combine out to do it. But you can pull one out. And then if I come over, track number 2. Oh yeah. Just hit the button. That one comes down. I can bring that out. Again, I know I'm kind of cheating here a little bit with the super strength, but just so we can see that. And then I hit button number 1. Top rack comes down. Put her back up there. Same thing. I can just toss. Sometimes it kind of wants to squish it a little bit. Come on now. So you got to be kind of careful. Like, it doesn't work 100% perfect, but it's pretty good. Pretty good. I'll bring it back a little bit there, and that's rack number 2. Oh. That happened last time, too. Super strength is being weird with me. There we go. It might try and squish it a little bit. No, it's pretty good. Sometimes it does if you don't get it in there just right, but... And then this one just can go right on the bottom. Sorta. It's honestly a lot better if you don't got super strength and you just kind of come up and you use the combine, because then you can just grab it and back away and off you go. And then I just threw the header trailer kind of on the side of the barn over there. I'm just going to move this over a little bit. There we go. But yeah, pretty cool new header rack, I would say, if I do say so myself. Okay, let's get this pulled in out of the way. What I want to do is go get more, we'll get Big Red going out there with with the planter, or the seeder rather, and we'll go get some wheat planted in the field. We've got a pig just hanging out outside the barn here. He's just sleeping. All right, he's out cold. All right, we'll just leave him there. Let's shut this off. We'll let him sleep there for a little bit. Well, we don't gotta move that tractor just yet. Let's jump into Big Red here. And we'll go get these fields, at least get a tractor started on one of these fields. Probably the big field I'm gonna head up to and get a tractor started on that. Because that one is gonna take a second to plant. Even with this big seeder, it'll take a minute, so we might as well go get someone started on that right away. I got a full tank of seed and fertilizer, which I don't know if that's going to be enough fertilizer. I might have to go up there and deliver some, or get some pallets delivered or something. I'm not 100% sure. We'll see. See how it all goes. But these fields are all cultivated and good to go. The field we were working on at the end of last episode, I was going to get some lime put down on the oat field that we did. You can kind of see it through the trees there. It's all white. So I've got lime on that field. It's been plowed. This field right in front of us is the old sunflower field, and that is also plowed. I don't know its lime state. It could say that it needs lime. I don't really know exactly. But yeah, this field's going to take a second to plant. So yeah, field 15 has been plowed and limed. We'll do wheat on number 2 and number 4. Number 7 will continue to be our canola field. And numbers 5, 6, and 11 are going to stay our corn fields, which we'll be harvesting next month. But the main thing that I want to work on this month is getting these fields planted, or seeded rather, however you want to say it. I'm still undecided if I'm going to roll these fields. I don't know. I don't know if I want to spend the money on roll. Let's go look at rollers. I do this all the time. The only rollers that really make sense to get are these ones. These ones are just, they're big, but they're such a disaster to park anywhere around the farm. At least these fold up and they're pretty compact. 7 miles an hour. Like they don't really go that fast. Not that it really matters, but these would be the ones I get. I just like it's 150 grand or 140 grand, and it doesn't really do that much. I don't think so. I'm still on the I'm not gonna roll it train, I think. Now, one thing that we can do kind of while everything is planting is I'm gonna hook onto. We'll leave that tractor there. I'll leave this tractor, or maybe, yeah, let's use this guy. Fire this one up. While we have this other seeder, I might as well get it started on at least one of the fields, because by the time we get done doing both the canola and, or sorry, both wheat fields, this little unit could probably have the canola field done. Probably, at least. So I think we should spin up there and at least do it. I think also this will be enough seeds to get it done because it doesn't really go through that much seed to get it on the field. This tractor's full of fuel. Let's get that going right there. Yeah, it's going to unfold pretty quickly. Not bad. That field is just giving her there. Okay, is this pig out of the way? Now we have to sell all the pigs, okay? We have to sell all the pigs because I want to put into motion my the next part of my plan, if that makes sense. And what that's going to be is I essentially I want to sell all the pigs and then buy a full barn full of pigs that are all the exact same age. And so what that'll do is it'll make it so that they all get to the same maturity, like they'll all be the exact same age in here, obviously. And then when they get to 27, 28 months old, they'll all be worth 2,500 bucks is kind of my goal. So I'm going to sell all of them except Buck. He'll just stay in as the OG. But yeah, I want to sell like all the rest of these. Now the thing is so we have 2,487 pigs. And if we buy them all at this, because we're going to buy them at this 525 marker, I guess we could buy them at 0 months old, but I'll buy them at these 3 month olds. Times 525 bucks, it's going to be 1.3 million. So basically all the money that we get from selling these pigs, we're going to have to like reinvest it in. So let's just see what we would get here a little bit. 90 grand off them. That's 200, so about 300 grand we would have in total there, and then 670,000. So that's 750,000 ish. 900,000. So there's like 1.2 mil if we sold all them plus these. So we'll have a bit of money left off extra. Let's just do this. Let's get all of them sold off and start over with a complete fresh barn. So we got to get rid of those guys. We want those sold. It's going to take a second here. Well, I'll just do it with you. No sense. How much are we going to get for these? 3 grand. Nice. Okay, we can't sell Buck, though. We got 4 million bucks in the bank. Okay. And those, sell 40 of those. Okay. Okay, and then we've got one lone soldier, Mr. Buck. He's just chilling out in there. So that means we got to get 200 or 2,487 pigs. 2,487. And we're going to divide that by 250 because that's what you can buy at a time. So we need to do that almost 10 times. So let's go in here and if we do, we'll do 250 of them, 500 of them, 750. And there's there's 500 of those. And 500 of those. Or sorry, 750 of those now, so 250. And then that makes it 500. We're spending lots of money. And then that makes it 750. And then if we go minus 2487, that means we got to get 237 more. So we'll just get it out of whatever one's these. The middle one sounds good. 237 of those guys. And there we go. So now we got a barn full of pigs that are all at the exact same age. They're all 3 months old, except Buck. Buck is one of a kind, right? Look at him. He'll be worth, I don't even know. I don't even think he'll drop in value. Somehow he'll go past the $2,500 mark because Buck is just one of a kind. So there we go. Part of the plan is now in motion. We have a full barn and they're basically all the same age except our sensei, Buck the sensei. So now we got to get more food. We need to get more food put into this barn. Let's grab this tractor and let's go pull around to our pig food making unit and see how much pig food has went through there. What's going to have to happen as well is we're going to have to get a different biogas plant. We're running into the issue where the potatoes aren't being transported into the pig food making unit. It's being transported into the other production facility. Because since I have the pallet set to distributing, it's trying to put it into both production facilities. And we're not making enough pig food. We should be making crazy amounts of pig food. And it basically all stems from that production facility kind of stealing some of our potatoes that should be going into the feed mixing system. So that's creating issues. And so we're probably going to have to get rid of that biogas plant and get a different one. Unfortunately, the only other one that's really going to work there is the one that we had originally that I should have never got rid of. But I didn't know this was going to happen, so I think I'm going to have to put that one back down. But I'm going to wait and just kind of do that next month or something like that. I want to, because I got some slurry that I put in there that I kind of want to work through it. It's not super major. Those pigs they're very young, like they're only 3 months, so they're not going to eat too crazy amounts of food, but I am still going to put a good chunk in there. I'm going to fill this full trailer. It's going to be $200,000 worth of pig food that I will buy and we'll put directly into the barn. So I just got to be watching and seeing how much this charges us so that we make sure we charge ourselves the correct amount. But it'll take a second to fill here. I just got to kind of be watching the top right hand screen. I want to come over here and check on our seeding unit. Not going too bad. This actually won't take as long as I thought. And look at our canola fields going along pretty nicely as well. Even that small little planter. I mean, it's still a 9-meter wide planter. It's like 30 feet wide. Like, I guess it's not that small. But yeah, going along nicely. Red's pulling this really well. Let's tab back over to this trailer, see how full it is. Okay, we got 100,000 liters put in there just now. Yeah, the production facilities are kind of messing. Well, the biogas plant is. It's just because it takes potatoes in and it can turn it into energy or methane or electric charge or whatever. And so yeah, that's kind of messing with everything. But also, in a side note, at the time we're recording this, I don't know if anyone is Call of Duty fans, but Optic Texas was world champions back-to-back years, which is crazy, absolutely insane. I was watching the final maps while I was recording episode 20, and it was crazy. They were down like 70 points in the hardpoint map. I don't know if any of you are Call of Duty fans, but I really like the CDL, and it was pretty crazy. They came back from a 70-point loss. Okay, 140,000. So we're going to take off another 60 grand. Keep it fair. And there we go. 200,000 liters of pig food. We'll go dump that in. But yeah, Optic Texas was down 60 or 70 points in the final hardpoint map. Came back, won it. Back-to-back world champions. Shotzi now has 3 world titles. A World Championships MVP and a regular season MVP. Like, Shotzi's him. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So shout out to Optic Texas. Yeah. Green wall. Love it. Love it so much. And in other news, the rest of Call of Duty's game is still complete trash. So if anyone was wondering about that, yes, it is still a complete and utter pile of garbage. Now, I kind of think I'm going to get rid of that green trailer because we're not really going to do anything with that. We've got this one main trailer in our forge wagon. We don't really need this trailer anymore. It's kind of just taking up space. If I need one in the future, I'll go get it. But yeah, it's kind of just taking up space around the farm. Let's dump this in. And so I want to just check in our time savings talk. Let's check on oats. When's the best time to sell oats? January. Okay. Yeah, we're going to take some oats in January, which will work out pretty fine. Now let's just go back and double check how much food we actually have in this pig barn. We should have like 260? 280. Okay. Okay, 280,000. There's no slurry. We got some straw in there so they can keep making manure. 56,000 liters of manure. Their health is at 0. Yeah, because they're brand new. Reproduction rate. Okay. Perfect. How's everyone looking in there? Just a bunch of little piglets. Oh my god. Is Buck around here, though? I went looking for him, yeah, last episode, and I couldn't find him. Sometimes he gets lost up in these trees up here, you know? He's made in the shade, that boy. Oh god. Yeah, I don't know where he is. He's probably hiding in there somewhere. Never mind. We found him. Hey, bud? What are you doing? A lot of new ones running around in here, hey? Alright. You stay gold, pony boy. Alright, let's go check on... Yeah, let's go check on this. Okay. Well, we got to keep going, getting these fields planted. We're not going to roll them. Let me just double check. Do we got weeds growing on this unit? Needs rolling. 90% yield bonus. Oh, that probably needs lime. I might come lime this field. I might. I think we probably will. Because I can, and it'll be fine, and I think it'll increase the yield bonus, and we're going to be waiting to do... Yeah, I'll probably end up liming this field. I kind of think so. Now let's go check on this planter. How's everything going out here? Do we got weeds or anything growing? What's it tell us? Weeds growing. Yep, we do. Now, we knew that was going to happen. We knew that was going to happen. What we're probably going to have to do is get another tractor, though. Well, no, we don't need another tractor. We'll be just fine. Let's go get the weeders put on this, and we'll see if we can kind of chase around. Is that pig out of the way over on that other by that other tractor? Yeah. Jeez, there's always a pig out of the field though. Good lord. Well, let's go hook one of the weeding units on this little ACGO tractor, so we can get some weeds pulled off that canola field as it progresses. Because I think I'm going to hook the big Valtra tractor up to the lime spreader and go do lime on that big new wheat field, just to... We might as well. We don't got a really we got a bunch of work to do on these other fields anyways, so it could just kind of happen in the background. Now I don't know if this seeder is going to be kind of ahead enough. Let's just try it out. Oh, let's go back. Is someone gonna... Let's try that. I don't know if this... I don't want to... Yeah, maybe I'll just wait. I'm just going to wait. I'll let that cedar get a little bit further along before we start messing with the weeds, because it's going to kind of weed some of it, but not all of it. We're going to have to go back and fix it anyway, so... Let's go get hooked onto this lime spreader and get prepped to go up to that field and get some lime put down. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, we got a lot of fields though now to work. Like this farm has gotten kind of out of control in a few ways, you know what I mean? Now that we've got way too many fields. Well, no, we don't got way too many. We got a bunch, and it requires a lot of work now. I wish there was some way. Does anyone know? Put it in the comment section if you know. Like, is there like portable fertilizer like containers? Like, cause this or not even fertilizer, but like lime spreading units. What I'm getting at is like, could I put like lime in like an auger wagon or something like that, and then have it brought out to this field? Jeez, why does that pull so hard? Through the ruts there, it was pulling pretty hard. What I mean is like, can I get some sort of a unit that I could fill with lime and then I could have out here to help refill this thing so I don't gotta like go get more out of like the buy station or have pallets or something. I know the store's right there, but like if I went into here, is there any like container that holds like a portable lime container? Does that make sense? You know, like that's not. I was thinking like an auger wagon, you know, where you could fill it and then you could use like the auger spout to pour it into whatever unit you needed to fill. Where are auger wagons? There. Yeah, like see, like these hold seed and fertilizer. Do any of these hold lime? Where you could transport lime? Oh yeah, that one looks like it does. Chaser bin are used for field temporary storing crops and different. Unload them into other trailers. I bet you could unload that. Okay, so that just does seeds. This thing probably does everything. These lizard bat, like they do everything. Okay, I mean that's pretty expensive. What about like something that goes on the back of a truck or something? Like, yeah, I was thinking there might be something like this in here. Like that's where you could have some sort of a container. Like I bet you this hauls it, but how do you load it into another, you know? You just dump it on the ground. That's not really gonna work. Hmm. I don't know. If anyone's got a solution to that, or some sort of mod that I could download that would be able to transport like bulk items like that around. Like what's this changing system? Yeah, like this goes on the back of a truck, doesn't it? Tipper trailers are used. Like does this have an auger? That just looks like it. Like this one's the auger. That's what I was thinking. Like if this could go on the back of a truck and then you could like haul around lime or something to go refill a unit. Oh, that'll do slurry. Neat. Hmm. Okay, well, if anyone knows of anything, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just keep sitting here kind of aimlessly. Oh yeah, this is gonna... These seeders will actually go pretty quick. And we haven't used too much fertilizer for how much of the field is actually done. If we go up here, like a good chunk of that field's done. I know a bunch of it's in the headlands. Majority of the field is actually the headland itself, but also if you've been with me on this, on any of my gameplay series, you know I've said that a million times, so I apologize for that. But yes, a lot of the field is in the headlands, so, but we should still be a good 45-50% done this field, so that's good. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of let these seeders finish a little bit on this field and the canola field, and then maybe once I got this field limed or something, I'll bring you back and we'll kind of work on that final wheat field and yeah, keep plugging along. Okay, we are just giving her here. We got workers planting that field, running the weeding unit. We've got lime going down over there. We've got the cedar is done this field, but we used basically all of our seeds. We got to go fill before we do this other field. I just kind of checking in. Well, that lime spreader I'm gonna have to fill one more time, but I think we'll go fill this seeder quick. I think that weeding unit is far enough, or I tried to set the planter and get him far enough ahead so that when I set the weeding unit to go, hopefully they don't run into one another, but you gotta like watch yeah, like they're magnets and they just get like attracted to one another and they somehow just go head on. Yeah, so we gotta babysit that a little bit, but I'm gonna pull around here and get some seed and stuff put into this unit. What I kind of want to do, I don't know exactly, like, I think this unit is a little bit, you know what, let's just do something real quick here. Let's go into containers, and what's this one? I'm pretty sure this one is for seeds. Pretty sure. So I wonder if I could put that, like, let's say right there. Okay? Seeds, boom, there we go. So that's full of seeds. And I'm going to spin around. I kind of feel like in FS22, whenever you like would pull by something like that and then you'd activate the trigger, it would just like automatically stop your tractor. I feel like it doesn't do that in this game, and I'm always running by stuff. Okay, so that's a liquid tank. This is for fertilizer. So I could probably put that one. Oh, they kind of overlap. Boom, right there. $105,000. Do we really need that much? Let's just put that much in there for now. I might end up moving these. Yeah, I probably should have thought these through a little bit more, but whatever. We'll just go like this right now. Maybe it won't be too bad. I want to get one for lime though. Let's back around here. I might as well get some fertilizer in this unit while we're right here. Nice. Nice, nice. Yeah, I might end up moving those or like maybe cutting down that one tree and just make it a little easier to kind of manage. I'm not too sure. We'll see. Okay, let's get a worker started on this field and let's pull over and just see what's going on here. No one has run into each other. Okay, that's good. This unit's going good there. 12%. Okay, so what I think I should do, let's just stop this worker. And we'll go back and we'll figure out a lime unit to set down. And then we'll come over here and I'll set the worker to start on the headlands, and then that should be pretty good. That I don't know if they'll make it with just one tank full around the headlands, but it's all good. It jumped up our yield percentage or our yield bonus by 5%. So I think it was worth it to do that. Plus, we're going to have to do it at some point anyway, so might as well just get it done now when all this other field work's going on. That's kind of what my thoughts are. Okay, so let's pull into the farm here, and let's get another one of those containers set down, but with lime. So, here, we're not construction containers. That's fertilizer, lime station. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut down that tree. Let's get this tree out of our way. Lime filling station. There we go. Boom. $60,000, 14 grand? That's actually pretty cheap, really. Okay, I'm gonna give the old spinorama here. This thing holds like 14,000 liters though. 14,000 liters. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 14,000. Let's go make sure. Okay, that's going good there. See, look, they almost want to run into each other. I think we're going to make it. I think we're going to be okay. Yeah, like, I'm glad I didn't sell this planter, this little seeder. Like that, it did that whole canola. Like, if we just had that one, it would be way too small. But having both is kind of clutch. That's why even having that other set of cultivators, we'll be able to prep fields pretty quick. Like, even if I get 2 AI workers going on both the large tractors, and then I jump into like our Fendt tractor or something with that little, or our smaller set of cultivators, we could get these fields cleared off pretty quick. I wish our big seeder was direct drill seeder. That would be awesome, because then we could just grip it and rip it. We wouldn't have to do really anything. Now this, if I go like this and I start it on the headlands, this should just be business as usual. Yeah? We doing it? Maybe? Or not? Do I gotta unfold it for everybody? Maybe I gotta pull up here a little bit more. Completed their task? This is not limed. What are we talking about? Well, that might be someone else. Yeah, that's this one. Like, that other AI worker's not working, doing the lime. I knew that would be an issue. Oh, the AI workers in this game. Okay, well, what if I do this? Let's go click back on this. Let's hold this. Let's just say we start them on the up-downs. Is that gonna... Geez, they really do. Okay, well, we're gonna have to finish doing that field then, but what I want to do... Let's go get this parked. I guess it doesn't really matter. Maybe we'll just finish doing this field real quick. Oh, the AI workers. Always just got to be fighting with the AI workers. Oh well, we'll take this cedar back. We'll start doing our headlands with the lime, and hopefully it's just good to go. That sucks though. Oh well. We'll go get that field done ourselves. I wonder when this field to our right is going to need lime. Not for a while, I don't think. Okay, I'm just going to leave this here right now so I can get going on this. I guess I'll set the... No. I was on the wrong one. There we go. Okay. Well, we'll get this done ourselves then. We don't need no AI worker. It really would be nice, though. It would be really nice. But this is going to be one of our best harvests. Like, when all these fields get worked through. Because, like, we've got quite a bit of wheat sitting in the production facility now. The pigs will have toned down a little bit before. At least we got a couple months of them being kind of toned down since they're only 3 months old. And then that means it'll kind of give us a chance to get ahead just a little bit. A little piece of the field didn't get planted here. I can see that. That's okay. We'll be fine. But once next season comes and we are able to harvest both these wheat fields, and we're already way ahead on canola, so we'll just have like another flush of canola. We should stay relatively far ahead on canola, I think. Because it's almost like we got an extra growth cycle of canola in. But after this season, and we get these wheat fields in, both of these big ones, we should be, theoretically, way ahead on wheat. And since we still have corn in the production facility, and we're going to harvest these cornfields again, and then in the springtime we're going to add in another field, and a pretty decent sized field. I mean, it's not the best field, it was pretty decent sized. again, we'll be able to, we should hopefully be ahead on corn. And if I have to buy some pig food along the way just to keep the production facility running good for like one more year and then get even another further set ahead, we should be able to accomplish our goal of being so far ahead on our green farming that we can just produce pig food at almost an unlimited supply. Like that's truly the goal, is to just have our farm working or have enough fields that we can just we never run out of pig food. As long as our fields are being worked, we will never run out of pig food and never have to buy any. And if we can do that, then we will have succeeded here at the Hard Times Hog Farm for a full barn of 2,500 pigs, which is a lot. They go through about 150,000 liters of pig food every month. So that pig food making production facility that we have will only produce 100,000 liters per month. So we will need to get a second one, which is fine. They're only like 50 grand. And once I swap out our biogas plant and I just have potatoes being distributed into both those pig food units, then we'll be sitting pretty in Suntan City, I think. That's like my glorious plan. And if it works, great. If not, we'll just buy more fields, I guess. I'm going to do this series until that works. Like, that's my goal. That's like, once we can get that to work, then I will feel like I have 100% accomplished pig farming to, like, quote unquote, its highest degree. Because really, after that, all we do is get another pig barn and then buy 20 more fields on this map, and the whole cycle continues. It's kind of like a never ending thing till we own all the fields on the map. But if we can do it with our barn of 2,500 pigs, then I will feel like, yeah, we accomplished the goal. The goal, the task is complete. So until that happens, we are not done at the Hard Times Hog Farm. I'm now starting to think we might actually make it all the way around this field with one tank of lime, which is awesome. I can't really tab away, otherwise it'll stop the tractor. I might just stop the tractor and just let the spreaders keep running, and then we would burn right out of all this. Sit in this unit. It's pretty comfy in here. Pretty not too bad. Got a little spot there for our lunchbox and our thermos. Okay, let's jump out here though so we don't miss this corner. Is it going to take us right around the corner? Oh yes. Not bad. Miss a few little spots there, but that's okay. That's okay. The field will be fine. By the time we get done doing this, hopefully the weeds will be pulled off of our other field, and it looks like we're getting a pretty good chunk of that field planted. I was kind of hoping to plant some of that field myself, to be honest. I thought I'd be able to just set a worker to finish off this field, but we've learned that the workers are not on our team sometimes. I am glad we bought that big tractor. Sometimes I regret, like, thinking, or I don't regret it because I mean it's a game, like who cares, but I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have spent the money on that, but we still got like 3 million bucks, and that tractor is awesome. There's so much power in that tractor that we're set. Okay. There we go. Got her limed. Whoa. Not too bad there. All right. Let's head back to the farm. Let's park off this. Let's jump. Actually, I just want to jump out here real quick. Oh, it's 0% fertilized. Okay. Yeah, we got to come fertilize this field. 42%. I think we get 223%. So it should be over. That'll be 46. So we should be at like a 92% yield bonus-ish. Okay. That field will need lime, not next harvest, but the one after, I think. And this is where I've been parking this unit, right here. If I can back it up. Uh-oh. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's get this one backed into its spot there. Geez, this thing used no seeds. Got to be the most efficient, the efficient seeding unit ever created. There we go. Okay. Get her parked in there. Get her dollied off there, docked off. So what I want to do now is we need to go hook onto a fertilizer spreader and go get that canola field fertilized. And then we got to remember, I got to remember to fertilize all the fields correctly next month as well too. I can't get, oh, let's fill this thing while we're here. Once we set a worker doing this, I'm going to go in the map and we'll check and see exactly which fields need to be fertilized. Because I can't really remember. That sunflower field that we planted on is double fertilized. Yeah, that field is at like a 95% yield bonus, so it's good to go. I can't remember. Let's just run out here, check. This is 100% fertilized. 85% yield bonus? That's not enough. So if we limed that, that would bring it up to 90%. So that means it needs to be plowed. Does it need to be plowed soon? Okay, let's get a worker going on this. Let's fire this tractor up. Hold this unit up. And let's head out of here. Let's just check this field. I swear it said that there wasn't any weeds growing, but because we plowed it, so there shouldn't be. And it says there's no weeds growing, so let's hope. I want to go check this other field that we're planting right now, though, and just make sure nothing weird is happening with it. That's just a cultivated spot or plowed spot. Okay. I'm just going to jump the fence here. 85% yield bonus. That's telling me that there's probably needs to be lime put on this field as well. Which I'm thinking we probably should do so that we can jack up the yield bonus another 5%. I mean, and if we rolled it, it would be 7.5. God, I gotta just buy a set of rollers and just start doing it instead of thinking about this each time. There's fertilizer spread on that. Let's jump back over this fence. 65%, so then another 23. We'd be like, what, 81, 82% yield bonus? 87. And then if this had lime, then it would be at 92%. I don't think I'm going to worry about it though in the canola field, just because we already got so much extra canola that we can just let this, let the soil cycles run as to what they need to be, and then when we get the notification for lime, we can do it then. But the wheat fields I want to be running like pretty intensely. Look at that sweet header rack. So fancy. Super fancy here, superfancyfarming.com. Okay, there we go. Let's drop that unit off there. We probably could just pull this tractor back around and get it hooked back up to that slurry tanker. Alright, I'm going to hook back up to this. Just in case I decide to go do that field, which I might. I don't know. What I do know is we should get some fuel in this tractor. Open this unit up. Open this unit up, and then we will go like this. Let's fill this bad boy up. Okay, let's go check in our production facility. So, the greenhouse, I've set the potatoes to storing. I'm just going to leave it on that for now and just move the pallets over by hand as we need to, so that they don't go into the production facility, the mini biogas plant. It says there's no potatoes in here, but they slowly get put in when they should be getting put into the other production facility, which, yeah. So yeah, the pig food making unit, we still got 161,000 liters in there, 83,000 liters of wheat, and still 41,000-ish liters of corn. So, and we're going to be harvesting corn next month. So this will get jacked way up, have like another 80,000 liters put in there. That'll bring that up to 120. This 80 should get us through the year a bunch. And then next year at this time, we're going to have a full lush of wheat, another good chunk of canola, and then an extra field on top of the corn, which will be like another, I don't know, 20, 30,000 liters of corn. So we'll be getting like 100 to 110,000 liters of corn per harvest, like each year. And probably something like that with the wheat as well. Something like that. All right, let's jump out. Let's go take a look at this field. Needs rolling. You're telling me 85%. 85%. Okay, what I think I'm going to do, I don't think I'm going to mess around and try and get out here when, I'm just going to let this planter finish off, get the wheat in the ground, and then I'll go through and I'll put some lime down on this field, and we'll kind of do that together. We'll just do the running around, the back and forth, and yeah, then we'll go from there. Okay, not too bad. We got these fields. Jeez, we got these fields done. It seemed like, oh, I almost ran into that. It seemed like a lot of work, but it also kind of went quick. It seemed like. I'm gonna jump out here and fill this with lime. I filled this with fertilizer. It costs like 90 grand, so that thing is like super full and good to go for, yeah, we should just be pretty much stocked up and good to go with everything that we need here now. I'm just going to pull this around and get this unit backed in and parked away. I don't know what else I could... I guess I could lime that canola field, but maybe I'll just wait till next harvest. Because basically, other than these corn fields, which I can't remember what's been limed, but like, I limed like every field except that canola one. And so we can always do that next harvest, I think. And then whatever needs to be done with these cornfields, because I can't really remember which one needs what. I remember I'm pretty sure we did the small one and the other south one before. Well, that might have been 2 harvests ago. So yeah, I'm not too sure exactly what is left there, but okay. Well, I think that's going to do it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. We did a lot of work today. We got a lot of the fields, planted. We got both our wheat fields planted. The canola field is planted. And then we got lime on both wheat fields, and the weeds pulled off our canola fields. We got quite a bit of work done. We sold all the pigs and then bought the new stack, the fresh stack, which is going to hopefully our plan will come together nicely over the next 8 or so episodes. And next episode we will be harvesting the corn, which is my favorite time of the year. No stock left behind. We will harvest the corn. We will deal with swapping out the biogas production facility for some sort of a different one. I think maybe the old one that we had. We will potentially put down another pig food mixing unit, potentially. I'll just kind of see how everything goes with these pigs. We might get far enough ahead, because they're so young, we might get far enough ahead on food that we don't need to put one down right away, if that makes sense. And yeah, we'll also be doing some field prep once we get the corn cleared off those fields. And I gotta fertilize the canola once it gets a stage of growth on there. I cannot forget to do that. So all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I appreciate it like always. Hopefully you have a good afternoon, morning, evening, whenever it is that you're watching this. If you haven't done so already, we're still working towards getting to that 1,000 subscriber mark. I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that sub button, hit that notification bell for me. Leave me a comment, all that stuff. That would be greatly appreciated. Thank you to everyone who has, and just for everyone who's been following along on these series, just know how much I appreciate it. Thank you guys very much. And yeah, I can't wait to keep going on this series. I'm currently filming a new series that I'm excited to put out. I don't know exactly when it's going to come out. I'm going to get a few episodes ahead and make sure there's nothing weird that I screwed up or something. But I'm currently filming that. Shout out to Optic Texas for another world championship. Congratulations. And I think that's it. Have a good day, everybody, and I will see you on the next episode.